Hey friends! Alright, so I'm just going to talk a little bit about some armor terminology now. Last time was weapons, this time is some armor, okay? So, first of all, there's a few different types of armor, okay? So, and they generally fall into a few different, yeah, just a couple categories, okay? So there's plate, that's what I have up here. There's plate armor, and that is made, that is a rigid type of protection, not flexible. Made, as in you can't flex this one plate without a lot of force. Uh, Made out of steel or iron usually. There is plate armor made out of hardened leather, boiled hardened leather. That's what most people don't know about leather. The leather armor is when it existed, it was boiled and it made it really rigid and hard like this. So that's plate armor. And plate generally refers to steel or iron. Okay, so there's plate armor, and then there's what most people call chainmail. Historically, it was called mail, and that is a bunch of woven interlocking rings all put together. So there's plate, there's mail, and there's padding, and so that can be referred to as a gambeson or an accaton, or a padded jack is a sort of late medieval term for it. Suit of plate armor is called a harness, so they'll call it plate harness. Okay, plate harness, a full shirt of mail or chainmail is called either a hauberk or a habergon. I think it's mostly called a hauberk. And a full hauberk usually has like the hood and the mittens attached. I've seen hauberk used as just a shirt as well. So that's kind of a loose term. Habergon can also be used as, like a sort of slightly shorter chainmail shirt with shorter sleeves and no hood. I don't know. But I feel like hauberk is a safe universal term. A chainmail hood is usually referred to as a coif. Coif, I hope I'm saying that right. So yeah, and then another sort of form of plate armor, which is almost like a mixture between the padding and the plate, is called brigandine. And brigandine armor is one of my favorite types of armor. It is smaller plates that are riveted to a canvas or leather or sometimes layers of fabric. Okay, so what's great about the brigandine is that it really keeps the plates safe from like rust and things, and it's less expensive, but it's still effective. I think it's just a really cool sort of universal type of armor, and it looks kind of like studded leather, but it's not studded leather. Those are just the rivet heads on the outside that you're seeing. It's actually plate armor, so that's pretty cool. I think that can be used a lot more in fantasy and artwork and movies and depictions and books and things like that. So helmets, there are closed-faced and open-faced helmets. Okay, so an open-faced helmet, and I'll try to have pictures there for you. An open-faced helmet could be like just like a little skull cap, or a brimmed helmet called a kettle hat, or a kind of close-fitting helmet just with a large opening for your face. It's referred to as a bassinet or a sallet. Those are not the same thing. They're just both open-faced helmets. I want to do a dedicated video all about helmets, by the way, and all about the separate pieces of plate armor, so don't worry about that. So open-faced and closed-faced helmets. A good example of a closed-faced helmet might be the classic Crusader helmet, the kind of knightly great helm that you see with just like the two little eye slits. That's a closed-faced helmet. The face is protected. An open-faced helmet, kind of think this just without the visor. And what's great about a visor, this piece right here, the visor, by the way, what's great about a visor is that you can have an open-faced helmet and then make it closed-faced. And that's really nice because you want to be able to see and breathe while fighting. However, you don't want to take an arrow to the eye, just ask King Henry V. So that's why a visor is really nice for that option. One more term for you is lames. Lames are separate sheets or plates or strips of metal that make it so you can be flexible in your plate armor. All right, let's see if I have anything else prepared. Looks like I covered about everything I had in mind. Thank you so much again for watching. Like and subscribe if you would like to, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.